Hi guys, happy Tuesday, Santísima Muertes Day. So, did you guys catch the True Hollywood story with Andrea Perrin and Lorraine Warren? Amazing in those movies. Everything. The Exorcist, I had no idea that The Exorcist was filmed at 666 and a half on wherever in New York or somewhere like that. That was pretty interesting. Very interesting. The Omen, I had no clue it was based on a true story. It's very unsettling. Yes. I had no idea that The Omen was based on a true story. So I did a little bit of research. So, alright. Why is this there? Alright, so The Omen, obviously, is hands down one of the best horror films ever made. Yes, it is. It is truly an amazing film. I love it. So the movie was a portrayal that spoke about the coming of the Antichrist and the end of times through the story of an adopted boy who happens to be the son of the devil. So after the success of The Exorcist, producer Harvey Bernhard was almost sure that The Omen would do equally well. So after what he didn't anticipate is the curse that came along with the movie. So yeah, a lot of weird stuff happened. I mean, planes, commercial airlines get struck by lightning once a year, and 3 times for this movie production. Traveling and hauling stuff, and with the film in the plane that he was on, the director, he decided not to take that plane, and what did the plane do? It got struck by lightning or it crashed. So if he would have taken that plane, we would not have that movie. I don't think. I'm not sure. Pretty weird. Pretty different to think about. So, alright. So he thought The Omen would do equally well. So after the movie was made, the cast and crew, part of it, witnessed horrific deaths in front of them. Some of the cast and crew even suffered tragic deaths. It's really, really creepy. I mean, the death thing with the Omen movie, wow. It is creepy. Creepy. So, where did I go? So, even other members of the team who are still alive have reported encounters with supernatural beings. So, this is the curse of the Omen. Bernhard was warned about the movie being cursed when it wasn't even planned, and he was still discussing the idea. He ignored the warning, and look where they all ended up. So, I don't think, I guess, not the Catholic Church, I don't know what church, but the churches were actually protesting The Omen, and saying, in every single this is ridiculousness, in every single scene is infested with evil. Then again, if you're putting that much energy into playing that role, based on true stories, then you might actually have some kind of manifestations. So that's something to really, really think about. So, but the idea of involving the Antichrist in the movie was pitched by advertising executive Bob Munger. So Munger recalled telling Bernhard, while pitching the idea, that if you make this movie, you're going to have some problems. If the devil's greatest single weapon is to be invisible, and you're going to do something which is going to take away his invisibility to millions of people, he's not going to want that to happen. So that's really weird. That's really weird. It's just really, it's curious. It really makes me curious. So, wow. It's, just along the lines of Rosemary's Baby. All these movie sets are supposedly cursed. So, I don't know. Amityville 2005 with, what's his name, Ryan Reynolds, that they experienced pretty horrible stuff. People died in that lake. Weird. Just odd. So, production of the film of The Omen started in 1975, but apparently the devil started creating problems before this. One of the most tragic things that took place due to the curse was the suicide of lead actor Gregory Peck's son. He shot himself 2 months before the first day of the shoot. Peck almost had a near-death experience too while he was traveling to the set for the first day of the shoot. His plane was struck by lightning. It could have killed him, but it didn't. So according to Bernhard, the devil was at work and he didn't want that film to be made. Well, too bad it did get made. It's just creepy. It really is creepy. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess, everything's based on a true story nowadays. But, just, manifesting that energy and just riling it up and really, focusing your role and getting into your role, like Johnny Depp says. He literally can't get out of some of his roles that he plays. So he talks in all these different languages and accents. So I kind of think that's kind of a psychological manifestation. A spiritual / psychological spiritual manifestation, and that is just a completely weird, giant, jumbled up thing that I just came up with. Alright, but after these incidences, Bernhard made sure to wear a cross every time he was on set, but this did not stop the devil from interfering. We don't know if the devil really interfered in this. We have no idea. So there was a scene that required aerial filming and required a small plane. The vessel was switched to a new client in the last minute, and on the day of the shoot, the plane crashed on takeoff, killing everybody who was on board. That is really, honestly creepy. I mean, to go to that length for our entertainment. Thank you. Wow. So, alright. Pause. Hold, please. Going back to Elevator, they actually had a medium come in, walk through the place. Jen and Sylvia, I remember this. This was amazing to sense what was there, and there was stuff there. A lot of people sensed it when it was on GSN. Elevator, and I think you can watch it on Vudu, Hulu, Netflix, I don't know, but it's good. So, alright, now things got creepier, and this is when people stopped believing that it was all just a coincidence. Ooh. So the hotel in which one of the producers, Mace Newfield, was staying in with his wife was bombed later that year by the Irish Republic Army. Another incident took place in the zoo, where the chilling zoo scene involving all the baboons going crazy due to the presence of Damien was shot, the little boy. So the people that were taking care of, the baboon keepers, whatever they're called, the animal trainers, the animal whatever coordinators, could not keep those animals in line. They could not keep them to behave. They attacked the zoo. Their caretakers. That's pretty weird. So, an animal trainer was brought onto the set to ensure the safety of the cast and crew. A day after the shoot, he was killed. His head was ripped off by a tiger. His head was ripped off by a tiger. I mean, there's so many weird, odd synchronicities that are surrounding this film. I mean, it's so odd. And the release date, so the movie's release date was set as July of 6th, 1976. So, it would be 6/6/96. Of course, even though the movie was made and released, regardless of how it did, the curse didn't die out. A couple of months after its release, John Richardson, the man behind the special effects of a gruesome, decapitating scene, witnessed a horrifying accident. He was working in the Netherlands at the time, and was in a car with his assistant Liz Moore. While they were traveling through the night on August 13th, Friday, the 13th of 1976, they met with an accident in which the front wheel went straight through Moore, leaving her head separate from her body. So she was completely decapitated from that. Wow. And it gets creepier when reports revealed that the incident took place 66.6 km away from a nearby town called Omen. Only there's 2 M's in Omen. Wow. Alright, now, a stuntman named Alf Joint, I like that last name, who was involved in the movie, reported the involvement of supernatural powers in one of his accidents. He was working on a bridge too far during one of the sequences. He was required to do a simple stunt that involved him jumping from a roof to an airbag, but the jump went horribly wrong, and he landed up in the hospital. Joint claims that he didn't jump, but he had been pushed by something or somebody that made him land in such a situation. How there's so many odd synchronicities, and it blows my mind. It really does. And like The Exorcist, the whole set burned down, but the bed did not. Where Linda, it was, being possessed and, having the exorcism done on her. It's pretty weird. It's pretty strange. So, there are other strange incidences that took place years after the film had been released, but have been reduced in frequency. So maybe the devil's bored of messing with them. Maybe all of what happened was just a coincidence, or too many coincidences. So, but The Omen, obviously isn't the only cursed movie there is, so there's plenty of other movies across the world that have their own curses. I mean, there are so many. It is crazy. It really is crazy. So that's The Omen. That's the true story of The Omen. I can't believe all the stuff that had happened with that film. I mean, that is crazy. That is seriously crazy. It's very, very freaky. Freaky for me. But I love that movie. That is such a good movie. I mean, the remake's alright, but I like the original. It is just creepy. So with all that, what do you guys think? Do you guys think all these movies are actually haunted or cursed? Or do you think it's just a manifestation of putting so much passion into playing that role that something manifests? Just like the last night on the E! True Hollywood Story. All the cursed movies. Andrea, you were amazing. I loved it. That was great. I loved that. So with the Annabelle thing, they actually had that, and they had Zach Bacon on there, which I cared not to, whatever. Oh, now I forget what I was saying. That's odd. That's very odd, but yeah, it was just really, really strange. I mean, really strange. The Annabelle. So, really, there's nothing. I mean, if Annabelle, the whole story of Annabelle were true, I personally, what do you guys think? I want you guys to answer honestly. If the Annabelle story was true, and if we really did have this supposed haunted doll, which is a real doll in the Warren's Occult Museum right now. Alright, now, and it's in a special case, it gets blessed, all that good stuff. Where's all the other stories? Who had the doll? Why didn't the mother? Where's the mother? Who's the mother? Can they get in contact with the mom? Are there any other incidences of Annabelle being, trafficked around? She's literally like a little trafficking doll. She gets trafficked everywhere. Wouldn't there be more cases with other people excluding Ed and Lorraine Warren if there were a real life case of Annabelle? I mean, even last night, I think on that True Hollywood Story, they said everything that comes from the Warrens is demonic. I see that. I completely see that because of their point of view, their religious viewpoint, Roman Catholicism. So, which it's really good. I mean, I don't have anything wrong with that. They came at it from a spiritual perspective, a spiritual demonologist, so that does make a lot more sense to me. But one thing that Ed and Lorraine both said, it was something along the lines of every religion is based on some form of superstition. So if doesn't matter what religion you are, if you are praying to a supreme being, we're all praying to the same being, to the same God. That really restored my faith again in them, in her, more so in Lorraine. I didn't really lose my faith with her, just the creepiness of Ed. I don't know why. I have that feeling about him. but it was just very, very odd. It was just a very, very that kind of feeling, like when you see a really old man and you just kind of just. But I mean, sorry, Ed, it's true. I'm only telling the truth, and I'm sure he would want that. So, I mean, he needs to come around and change my mind then. But yeah, it just, that line, it literally just spoke to me. It rang true to every fiber in my being. And I mean, just like I've always said, God is a disco ball. Literally, a disco ball with thousands of different names. So, I mean, but still, I want to know where the Annabelle stories are. Where, I mean, it's just one. It starts with, the Warrens. So, where is the rest of the story? Like the Curse of La Llorona. You can find that throughout everywhere. I mean, all kinds of cultures. You can find, I mean, literally haunted dolls that are literally through every culture. That aren't specifically assigned to a specific set of paranormal investigators. So I would just be really curious as to find out where she originally originated. I mean, and even they said, the cast of Annabelle, that doll ended up in that person's, whoever, their makeup chair. So evidently the doll from the movie did have some happenings going on with it. And now I'm I'm really more not concerned, but I'm just curious more about mine now. Very curious about my Annabelle doll and what's going on in this house, because it just keeps getting stranger and stranger and stranger. So I don't know. It's like, yesterday was completely great. It was like literally a heavenly like vortex, I guess. Spiritual highway, literally, is what I feel like I live in. And I feel like it always comes from this way, that window to that closet. Well, behind all my whatever you want to call those, hanging blankets and walls. So it's just really odd. So I want to find out where Annabelle originated, aside from the Warrens. She has got to be somewhere besides there. I'm not sure. So, what do you guys think? Did you guys see that, though, last night? Or the night before last? Tuesday, Monday night? It was incredible. Or it was Sunday night. Sunday night. It was incredible. I mean, incredible. Just the stories are so amazing. So, alright, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below if you like the video, share, do whatever you want with it. I don't care. No, I do care. Don't steal it. Click the little bell button down below so you get more notifications. David, thank you for the morning message. Holy wow. Thank you. You're amazing. I'm not going to give out a last name, but you know exactly who you are. Thank you for your amazing comment about all my videos. That was very humbling for, today and this morning. Well, it's this afternoon now, so good afternoon. Happy afternoon. Wow. Alright, guys. Alright, I love you all, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Witchy Wednesday. My love all the way from Venus, all the way back down. So yes, I definitely want to hear your guys' opinion on all of this. So I will be waiting. Alright, guys, I love you all, and everybody have a great day.